Awkward Mafia.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to another episode of Awkward Mafia Watches Lost. I'm Jesse.
I'm Kristine.
Today we are watching Season 3, Episode 3, Further Instructions.
Ooh. Oh. Is that maybe for Jack?
Oh.
Because last episode...
Yeah.
Then...
We didn't really talk about Jack in the last episode.
he didn't really show up much in the last episode.
He's the bookend. But yes, Ben tells him, the reason you're here is I want you to change your perspective on what's really going on here.
He's like, you need to trust me because the Boston Red Sox won the World Series.
Well, that just proves that they can leave the island whenever they want.
Yeah.
Actually, is that a mystery? We should have... Why don't the others leave?
I think that just has to tie in with, like, who they are and, like, why they're there.
Fair. But they did prove, like, we know what's going on in the outside world.
They have contact with
the outside world. We could leave if we want, but we don't want to.
Yeah, they did mention, too, Ben was like, I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. Well, Sun, Jin, and Saeed are stranded on a completely different part of the island.
Because the others got the boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they're all alive. Mm-hmm. No one got shot, surprisingly, even though bullets were all around them.
Colleen.
Yes. Sun did manage to shoot one of the others. So, wonder how that'll go.
Yeah.
And Sawyer thinks he's got a pretty good plan in place, but he doesn't know that
Ben knows everything. Yeah.
And that's pretty much everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, last episode was just really heavily focused on Sun and Jin.
Yeah.
And we find out that Sun actually did cheat on Jin.
Yeah.
So we kind of don't know whose baby it is. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and... but Jin still doesn't know.
Yeah.
And we kind of got a lot more, like, character... Not development, but... Well, I guess in a way development. Like, in Sun, like, we find out more about who she is and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, let's just watch this episode. But first, you at home, don't forget, this is not a market substitute. Please support the official release on Hulu and maybe Disney Plus by the time this is out. Oh. I heard something that might be coming. I don't know if it's happened yet. But check, it's out there on streaming. And don't forget to support us on Patreon.
Yeah.
There's a link in the description, and at the end of the video, there's like a little square over here somewhere. Click that, and you can donate to us and help us make the channel better. Like, for example, get better computer. Because my computers are very old.
It's true.
And it's where we record everything and edit on laptop and my desktop, and they're both very old. So any money you give us will go towards getting a new computer. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's not the end of the video.
No, it's not.
We're starting it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, though, still. Yeah.
Let's just go.
Yeah. They're still watching.
There's words, intros and outros are hard.
Talking is hard.
Because they're not real. I'm not really talking to someone.
You're talking to me.
I mean, I know, but I'm not asking you to support the Patreon or support the official release. That's what you're doing right now. YouTube's weird.
This is on brand for us, Awkward Mafia.
My poor autistic brain can't totally grasp the concepts of intros and outros. Yeah, what happened to all these people?
Yeah, because they
were in an exploding hatch.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Oh, were you? I couldn't tell.
Right. There it is. They're alive. Well, at least Locke's alive.
Where is he?
Can he walk still?
Oh. Desmond.
Sorry, am I interrupting something? What, you can't speak, John? You mute? I'm sorry about that. So where are Echo and Desmond? Are they off being mute and building structures as well? You need to speak. To me. sand. You need to speak to the sand. Trees. Yeah, I've heard they're wonderful conversationalists. Hey, I don't understand. Who do you need to speak to? The church. Sky. Island. Island.
That's much less crazy than trees and sky.
Charlie's like, what the fuck, man?
What do you mean?
This is gonna go well. Here, paper.
I need your help. Since when do you need my help? I need you to stand guard. You are aware, John, that I detest you, aren't you? You do remember repeatedly punching me in the face and accusing me of using heroin when I was not. The sodding hell is a sweat lodge.
Ian Somerhalder's back? That's
Stop
Boone.
reading the credits. You're spoiling yourself.
It's in the...
No, why are you reading that? Focus on what's happening. Locke's
they
picking
were
up a stranger on the
literally-
highway.
They were literally just driving. Nothing's happening. Also, if you don't know who Ian Somerhalder is, it's Boone. So he's gonna be in a flashback or something. Or Locke's gonna go crazy and see Boone.
My name's John. Eddie. Hi, Eddie. Eddie.
Recognize him?
Yeah. Is that... He looks like Jesse from Breaking Bad.
I thought they were the same person for most of my life.
It's not, is it?
No.
That's why I'm like, he looks like him, but
Yes,
yeah.
he looks like him. Because I think, this guy's always getting work. I'm seeing him in this and this.
Not the same guy.
Different things. Now, he played Goku in the live-action Dragon Ball movie.
Ah. I didn't see it.
I saw as much of it as I could stomach. Which was not very much.
Was I speeding, officer?
Tail lights out. You both please step out of the vehicle.
Oh, this is before the accident. Right.
What do you got back here?
Guns and groceries. Now, the transaction logs and the paperwork for all of them's in the red notebook right there in that duffel.
I can still take you in for picking up a hitchhiker.
But that's my uncle.
Is it illegal to pick up hitchhikers?
I don't think so. But I don't know what state they're in.
That's true. Why is he getting so many guns?
So what is with all the guns? Uncle?
Oh, I like the indoor fireplace. It's very snazzy. You're not taking drugs, are you, John? I only asked because there's strict zero tolerance policy implemented. And I wouldn't want you to have to start punching yourself in the face. Yeah, I know, I get it. You're gonna go in your little magic hut and I'm gonna stand out here in case you devolve into a monkey.
Is that the stuff he gave to Boone? When he hit him in the head? Put that stuff on his head. And he saw the monster kill Shannon. Remember that one? Well, at one point, John drugged Boone and left him out in the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if it's the same paste.
Maybe. He's trying to do some DMT type shit. What is it? It's DMT, right? That's the drug. Maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a drug that...
I am not the person to ask about drugs.
There is a drug that... there it is.
Let you see Boone?
Told you. Nailed it. I called it.
It's not calling it when you see his name in the credits.
No, I mean, like, I was like, either he's gonna go crazy and see Boone, or it's a flashback.
Yeah.
Oh. You're sorry. That's okay. If I was the sacrifice the island demanded. Don't worry. You'll speak when you have something worth saying. Damn. John. You're gonna need that. John, someone in this airport's in serious danger. Not them, they'll be fine. For a while. I think Saeed's got it.
Next, please.
I like this little sequence. Seeing everyone in the airport.
Yeah. Desmond.
There's nothing you can do for them. Not yet. First, you have to clean up your own mess. Come up here, John.
Damn, John's tripping hard.
Clean it up, John. They've got him. You don't have much time.
John. What are you doing?
I'm going to save Mr. Echo's life.
Yeah, Mr. Echo's the only one I didn't really see in that airport. Also, Boone's got longer hair. Because he's on that vampire show now.
Did he already start that?
I think so, yeah.
It's 2006. I don't know when Vampire Diaries started.
I'm pretty sure it started right when he left the show, like maybe a year later.
Echo's cross. He was dragged this way.
By what?
By the polar bear. Saya killed the polar bear. He killed a polar bear.
Yeah, one went after Walt, too.
It's true. They don't know how many polar bears are on the island.
Yeah. Or how many is bred since they came to the island.
What's that, John? Blood? I'm gonna go on alone, Charlie. You go back to Claire.
Well, I'll take my chances.
You don't want to go with me, Charlie. Bad things happen to people who hang around with me.
That's what Hurley would say.
Yeah.
Where's Hurley?
He's walking back to the camp from the dock. Remember, they let him go.
Oh, yeah. It's hard because it's like I keep forgetting this is happening all like simultaneously.
Yeah, more or less.
So like all this is happening
Campside, it's been like a day. I don't know how long it's been with Jack and Sawyer. It feels like it's been a little longer for them.
But this is all happening while that stuff is happening with Jack and...
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think even the Saeed Jin Sun stuff's probably happening right now. He joined a commune.
Hey, Mike, Jan, this is Eddie. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the food and the friends. And for me, thank you for helping me stop being so angry.
This is after he broke up with...
Helen, yeah. After she
Helen.
left him. He said, I found these people. That's probably where he
You
learned.
still don't know how he lost... Or how he got paralyzed, right?
Nope.
Okay.
All of his flashbacks are pretty much in proper order. Other than the one where he was in a wheelchair. Oh.
Is that the hatch?
What's left of it? What happened? Looks like it imploded.
I wonder whose fault that is.
Uh-oh.
Run!
Oh my god. You know, it's worse that it's a polar bear, because polar bears are actually, like, the most vicious out of, like, all the bears.
Oh, really?
They will fuck you up. What? Is that Desmond?
Dude.
Real lucky he was taking a drink at that exact moment.
They kept Jack, Kate, Sawyer, and they sent me back to tell everyone else that they can't ever go over there.
The luck on this boy! Oh my god!
He was there.
Jesus.
Really never saw a polar bear, right?
I don't think so.
He was with Jack when the bear attacked everybody. But he heard about it. I don't know. Am I supposed to keep track of everyone knows? Scott didn't know about the polar bear.
They're like the Einsteins of the bear community.
Yeah, they actually are. Kind of. Like, polar bears, you're probably dead. I think it's brown bears you're supposed to fight, and black bears you're supposed to make yourself big to scare them off. Yeah, something like that. It's either with black and brown, I might have mixed them up, but one of them you're supposed to fight, and one of them you're supposed to, like, scare away.
I'm so big.
Get big. The other one, you don't want to do that. So, look it up, because if you do it to the wrong bear, you might be dead.
What's going on in that greenhouse over there? Because every time I go near it, you and just about everyone else acts all weird.
Look, you're a guest here. These things take time.
I've been here for 6 weeks.
Eddie, nothing's...
I'm not blind, man. Now I see the fertilizer going into that greenhouse. I know what's going on.
You know what?
Whatever you guys are trying to blow up. What's so funny?
No. I'll talk to Mike and Jan.
It's just weed.
Do you think it's like a terrorist group?
I know. It's just fucking weed watch.
Or it was a terrorist cell he was a part of at some point. Would you be surprised to find out John is part of a terrorist group?
Hairspray. Now, I hate to be the one to point this out to you, but it's not for me.
Well, into a bear cave.
Bear? Is that you? Who's that?
Are you alone, brother?
Hey.
Whoa. I'm not alone.
Huge camp's right over there. Can you give me some clothes?
What happened to yours?
I woke up in the jungle like this.
So, like, the hatch blew off your underwear.
Fine. You want to discuss this in great detail right now?
No,
Fine,
no,
let's do it.
that's okay. I got something in here. How do you feel about tie-dye?
Yeah, it worked.
Probably don't need pants with a shirt like that.
I like how Hurley's like, oh, I don't want to see your dick. It's like, he's just naked. Calm down. He's not like coming at you naked. Like, he's just standing there. Not like he like chose to be naked. Oh, Hurley.
Truck. Come from the plane. I'll write it down.
Which bag?
The one with the money in it.
What about the bank records?
Leave them.
Shouldn't we sort
Oh,
out
there
the
you
big
go.
trace?
There is no time, Mike.
What's going on?
You screwed up, Jan. You blew it big time.
Are you leaving? Why?
That is why, you idiot.
John, your friend's a cop. You know how much jail time we get for this much weed?
Nice picture, huh? Got him fresh out of the academy.
He was hitchhiking. He told me he was going to Eureka. How
He
can-
was waiting for you, John.
We don't know what he's told him. He hasn't even been in here yet. If he's still gathering evidence and trying to make a case, then it's not too late.
Not too late for what?
To protect us, to protect all of us. It's not too late to fix this. If I can fix this.
Called it.
I mean, yeah, it was either going to be a bomb or illegal substances. And considering he knew how to make that paste.
Echo.
Whoa! What in the fuck? The CGI on this bear is terrible.
The puppet looked worse.
The what?
The puppet.
Did it though?
Yeah, I've seen the footage before they replaced it with CG. Not in this episode, in the pilot.
Is he okay? No. Obviously he's not okay, Charlie.
But yeah, when they first aired the pilot at Comic-Con, and instead of the bear, CG bear jumping, they threw like a giant stuffed bear, and it looked terrible.
Well, the failsafe key must have detonated the electromagnetic anomaly. Made the hatch implode.
You didn't implode? You're not gonna, like, turn it into the Hulk or something? Well, FYI, the whole island vibrated. And Kate and Jag and Sawyer saw it too right before they had bags pulled over their heads.
Don't worry. Log's gonna go after them. He said so in a speech.
What? What speech? All he said was gonna save Echo and kill bears.
Right. Right, of course. I'm sorry. Just a bit shook up.
What are you doing?
Did you know it would be me?
Yeah, they chose you, John. Because you hadn't been here long, didn't have a criminal record, and the psych profile said you would be amenable for coercion. I'm sorry, John, but you're not gonna shoot me. You're not a murderer. You're a farmer.
Nope. Not a farmer. I was a hunter. I'm a hunter.
What happened? You got him. Is he alive?
We need Jack.
Who are these people?
I'm gonna find our friends. I don't know how yet, but I will. And then we're gonna bring them home. Paolo and Nikki bring towels and...
That's who they are. apparently.
Yeah.
Not a bad speech.
Whoa. Just got hit with deja vu.
What you thinking, Harley?
Just thinking that's pretty weird.
What was the deja vu? Did we see it already? Oh, it's been so long.
Desmond said, "Don't worry, Locke's gonna go look for him." He said so in his big speech.
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, he didn't. What?"
Wow.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so shocked. Forget it."
And then
Then it happened. How do I phrase that? Desmond.
how did Desmond know? I don't know.
How did Desmond know?
No, like, because if you just write no, we're not gonna
About the speech.
lock speech.
I don't know whose speech.
Watch. Quote him on that, guys. He'll know. He'll know whose
I don't
speech.
know.
If he doesn't know whose speech, you call him out.
You know what? Fine. Feel free to call me off. I don't remember this speech.
If we come back to the mystery and we're like, who are we talking about? Come back to this episode. I don't know when it's gonna air, but it's season 3, episode 3 of Lost.
Speaking of season 3, episode 3, what'd you think? It's a Locke episode.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Like,
Is this more of a...
like we're playing catch up, you know?
Yeah, it's a catch-up episode.
Yeah.
With a kind of an unnecessary flashback. Doesn't really tell you... all the flashback explains is how Locke knew how to make that paste in season 1.
Kind of. I mean, we didn't really need to know how he knew.
Exactly. It's just he learned. He knew a lot of stuff.
He learned a lot of skills.
But it does kind of fill in also what he was doing between...
Yeah.
whatever happened to him to cause him the wheelchair and breaking it with Helen.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of time has passed between him breaking up with Helen and then him getting paralyzed. So I'm really curious now.
I think he said 4 years he's been paralyzed. I think.
I don't remember.
It was 3 or 4. I forget. A lot of stuff happened 3 years ago, and I forget if him getting in the wheelchair was one of them.
Yeah, I really wonder what happened. Like what? I guess the theme of this, right, was like him getting into messes that he has to fix.
Yeah.
And I wonder what mess he got himself into to get paralyzed.
Well,
that's the waist down.
That's a future episode.
Yeah.
Problem. This episode, we only saw Sawyer, Jack, and Kate in that weird vision. Otherwise, they were not really in the episode. This is the first episode of the season. We don't see them at all.
Because we already know what's going on with them.
Yeah. Because the first episode is all about those three, and then the second episode introduced, here's what these three were doing, the Saeed, Sun, and Jin. Yeah. And here's what everyone else is doing.
Yeah. I do find it kind of funny that they have, like, random, like, just random people now, like the Paolo and Nikki. Like, hello, new characters that we've never heard of. But, it's, yeah. Random extras.
So yeah, the hatch imploded. Didn't explode, it imploded. Mm-hmm. If it exploded, I guess there'd be more damage.
Yeah, that's why I was like wondering, like, how did no one else get hurt other than those? Yeah.
And even though they were inside the hatch when it happened,
they're fine.
Locke, Desmond, and Echo are relatively fine. Locke had some cuts, he was bleeding, and he couldn't talk. Mm-hmm. Desmond lost his clothes.
Yeah.
And is acting weird. and Echo
got
hurt and was taken by a bear.
I thought that was kind of random, to be honest. Like him being taken by the bear. Because it's like, but why? Like, why the bear? Like,
bears need food.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, you can see a bunch of skeletons in there. He's been bringing people in there for a while.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little random. I'm not gonna lie.
They needed a mess for Locke to clean up. If Echo was just okay, then it's like,
yeah.
What's Locke got to do?
Yeah, that's why I thought it was like a little random and kind of lazy.
It's also interesting the relationship now between Locke and Charlie, which is they don't seem to like each other, but they'll work together.
Well, I don't think John dislikes Charlie.
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
It's more Charlie dislikes Locke.
Yeah. But Charlie's at least willing to put that aside now. So,
yeah.
Because he didn't know what was wrong with Echo when he first started helping.
Yeah.
But he's like, I need your, guard my body. He's like, all right, whatever, fine. I know why you're picking me. But all right. And then he finds, Echo, the only guy on the island other than Saeed who's stuck with me during the hard times.
It's like, okay, I'll go save him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we gotta save Echo. So yeah. Here's that. So the vision where Boone took him through an airport, and we saw everybody doing stuff in the airport. Yeah. I really like that scene because it's when you go on a vision quest, you don't picture an airport. It's.
What do you picture when you go on a vision quest?
I've never gone, but usually it's nature. You met, in TV and stuff. And when someone goes on vision quest, they go to nature.
Yeah,
but that's because where they currently are isn't already nature. So it's like he's on the island and he's going on his vision quest to escalators and tiled floor. It's an interesting juxtaposition where it's like this spiritual thing, but it's like this very concrete man-made area in his vision.
I mean, not all things spiritual necessarily has to be nature. I know
it's a little. I prefer this than to him just going to some place on the island that's like,
yeah,
I like him going to the airport,
yeah,
and him having to crawl up the escalator. Mm-hmm. I also liked how they represent where everyone is at, which is Jack, Sawyer, and Kate in line at the TSA. And Ben's the agent. It's like, oh, no, you gotta come this way. And Hurley working at the desk, and he's entering the numbers. Kind of representing that Hurley's kind of like, he's still dealing with the numbers. Even though the hatch is gone. Mm-hmm. The numbers are still a thing for him. And everyone else is just kind of around and doing stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
Also, I don't know if I kind of detect a little bit of animosity from Boone in the vision when he's telling Locke like, hey, I was a sacrifice the island demanded, right? Which is a thing Locke said, which is like, that's a little insensitive to Boone. It's true. Technically, Boone saved the world by dying. His death is what caused Locke to go to the hatch and bang on the door, which is what inspired Desmond to keep pushing the button. So if Boone didn't die, Desmond would have killed himself and not pushed the button, and they all would have died. So Boone was a sacrifice that the world needed. But it's still, demeaning to have your life defined in such a way, Which, again, it almost kind of cavalier way that Locke initially said that line. Mm-hmm. Then with season 2, we find out he regrets saying that, and that's not how he really feels. He feels immense guilt about Boone. But Boone showing up here and saying, hey, whatever. I like that the actor comes back because he doesn't have any hard feelings about getting killed off. You can tell he's still a fan and still friends with people on the show. And, now he's on the vampire show. The vampire show. That's what it's called, right?
Yes, it's called The Vampire Show. Vampire Diaries. So
things worked out for him. So he's, I just like that he's like, I'm not coming back. He's like, no, I'll come back. A trip to Hawaii, see my old friends again. Yeah. Also must have been like a nice filming day for everybody. Just, hey, everyone come, leave the jungle. Come to this airport. You're all actually in the scene together. Even though in the show you're all separated.
Yeah.
And Boone's here.
Ian's here.
Yeah, if you want to get technical.
That's his name.
He's always Boom to me.
Okay.
Just like that guy's always Goku to me. Or I used to think Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
Isn't that his name?
Who?
Jesse from
I don't know his.
Breaking Bad.
I don't know his.
Something
name.
Paul.
I just know him as Jesse from Breaking Bad.
I seriously thought they were the same person.
They do look
so long.
They look very similar. Yeah. It's not the same person.
Apparently not the same person. I think one of them was like on Malcolm in the Middle for a couple episodes, and I thought, oh hey, they're on Malcolm in the Middle. And then like, no, only one of them was. Like, oh, they cast him as Goku. Like, oh, Goku's gonna be on Breaking Bad. Like, no,
Goku's gonna be on Breaking Bad.
Nope, that's a different guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, because the other guy in Breaking Bad is a Malcolm in the Middle, so it's like a reunion. It's like, no, they're different people.
Yeah, I don't know. This episode was like, yeah, it was just catch up.
Yeah, catch up.
I don't know.
It's
fine.
Compared to the last episode, which could be called a catch up, I suppose, because it's kind of saying where those three were. Which one do you think's more? What's the better episode? 2 or 3?
2.
Yeah, I have to agree. I like a lot of character moments and what's set up in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, for example,
I mean, what's set up in
this
one? Oh, okay.
How did Desmond know about the speech?
Yeah.
Hurley was worried that Desmond might become a Hulk. Because he was like at the heart of the implosion. Did he get superpowers?
Hey man, he could go to Marvel. Like a lot. I mean,
it's all Disney now.
I mean, Spider-Man literally got bit by a radioactive spider and got powers. So if Desmond could turn a key and implode some electromagnetic thing, and he's the center of it, yes, he could get powers. I believe so.
Okay. Well, there you go. The other mystery I wrote down was the toy truck in the cave.
Why?
Well, I mean, you could probably assume it's some cargo from the plane or something from a previous person.
Yeah,
there's like,
bears scavenging.
You see some Dharma people amongst the skeletons. So it's possible one of them had a toy truck with them or something. Does that imply that the bear grabbed the kid? Or...
No, not necessarily.
Yeah,
like, I mean, it's a bear. It's probably scavenging for a bunch of stuff.
Sure. And we know there was a bunch of dolls on the island. The porcelain dolls landed by the cave. I don't know.
It's not wild to guess that the bear's just kind of scavenging stuff while it eats people.
Sure. Anything else to say about this episode?
Not really.
Yeah, not really. It's an okay episode. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I get it. Now I know
what happened.
What happened
to the 3? Yeah.
And Hurley getting saved by the drinking thing. Dude.
Hurley's luck, man. Hurley's luck.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to join us next time.
Bye.
Third thing to say.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet.